Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Luke Sports Vlogs here, and today, welcome to my Storm versus Cowboys Round 4 preview for 2026. And obviously, we're gonna be talking about the Melbourne and Cowboys game up in Townsville. So obviously Round 4. Obviously, I have a guest on, and that is Nick from Australia. Nick, how you doing?
There we go. My apologies.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Mm,
no, Luke, I appreciate the invite, mate. Thanks for inviting me on. Looking forward to it. Cowboys versus Storm Saturday night up there in Townsville. We're both going to the game, and it's a shame that it's the only time that we play you guys this year. So
Yeah.
should be good. Looking forward to it, mate.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it as well. Obviously, it's my first time heading up to Townsville as well, and obviously, I'm looking forward to see how it all goes. Obviously, I think Townsville is a really good stadium, in my opinion, and I'm looking forward to it. It should be a lot of fun.
You will enjoy it. Trust me, you will.
Yeah, well, but anyway, guys, if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button as always, and make sure to go follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and make sure to go follow Nick's as well. But yeah. Apart from that, let's get into the topic, shall we?
Sure.
So number one, the key matchups.
Yeah.
So obviously the key matchups is has already been announced. So what do you think of the key matchups?
Well, there's plenty of them, mate. I mean, you got Scott Drinkwater versus Sua Farlongo.
Yeah,
That's a really exciting matchup for this weekend. Murray Talangi up against Will Warbrick. Two very good wingers up against each other there.
yeah,
Um, Clifford and Dearden against Munster and Hughes. Very exciting matchup there. A couple other
mm,
matchups I'm looking forward to, mate. Jason Tamalolo versus Stefano Utukumanu. That's another
yes,
great matchup there. Reed Marnie versus Harry Grant.
mm,
And I guess the other one that's exciting is probably Helam Lukey up against Joe Chan.
yeah, that is a good matchup as well.
What do you think about the matchups?
Yeah, I actually like it. I think it's pretty much even. I think maybe some players are a bit more better than the others team, but look, I think maybe when you look at Scott Drinkwater and Sui Farlongo, I
Yeah.
think that is a really good matchup. I think they're pretty much even in my opinion. Um, Brandon Burns versus Will Warbrick.
Well,
Um,
it's actually Murray Talangi versus Will Warbrick
okay. Well,
because Murray Talangi plays left on, and Warbrick plays right, so they're versing each other. But
yeah,
my my three favorite matchups would be Drinkwater versus Farlongo, Tom Dearden versus Jerome Hughes, and Jason Tamalolo versus Stefano.
yeah. That I will probably have to agree with that one as well. I think that is pretty good. Um, what about Jake Clifford and Munster as well? You actually like that one?
Yeah, I think it's okay. I mean, obviously Munster's a much better player, but
Yeah,
Jay Clifford, he will try and do his best on Saturday night to try and get the better of Munster. But yeah, it's a bit. I think Munster's probably got the edge there over Clifford.
yeah. I think the one I'm looking forward to the most is Tom Dean and Jerome Holmes.
Yes, two
I'm
great,
looking, I'm looking forward to that battle.
100%. Two great
Yeah,
halfbacks.
yeah, yeah. All right. Second topic. Um, is the Cowboys and the Storm a rivalry game? would you call it a rivalry or probably not?
Um, that's a tough one because I don't hate the Storm, and I don't think the Storm hate the Cowboys. But I will say there is a lot of history between the two clubs. There is a lot of history. We
Mm,
actually played Melbourne in 2005 in the semi-final.
yeah, I remember that.
Um, Obviously, there were some good battles over the years when it was Thurston versus Cameron Smith. Obviously, they are best of mates. I mean,
Mm,
we played you guys in the finals in 2015, 2016, 2017 grand final. Um, we had that testimonial game in 2018 when it was for Cowboys and Storm.
yeah.
Um, you know, I don't know if it's a rivalry, but there's definitely a history between the two clubs.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I think when you look at the standards, I think most people who watch rugby league
Yeah,
will probably not actually call this a rivalry game, really,
I think
because
there's a lot of like maybe I don't know if there's any hatred between the two clubs. I don't think there is, but um, there's definitely history there between the two sides.
yeah, I actually agree.
Definitely a lot of history.
Definitely a lot of history.
I
Obviously, both. Yeah.
I do respect the Storm. Like they've been one of the most dominant clubs, most consistent clubs since 2006, and they're always one of the teams to beat. So
Mm.
probably not a rivalry, but I think there's like a bit of respect between the two clubs.
Yeah, I mean, as a Storm fan, I have no hate against the Cowboys, so I think they're a good team on their day when they're on. So
Yeah,
yeah, I have. I think these two teams have no hate between them.
no, I don't think so.
Yeah. Anyway, next topic. So the Cowboys have won the last three of their last four in Townsville against Melbourne.
Yeah, it's interesting. Before that, we had a shocking record against Melbourne. They would beat us constantly, all the time. Even if it was in Townsville, that's beat us all the time. But obviously, the last couple of years, it's been a bit different. In 2000 and I remember in 2021 when Melbourne had that big winning streak. We actually played Melbourne in Townsville, and the Storm did win the game, but it was a very close battle. And then
Yeah,
in 2022 and 2023, we actually flogged Melbourne, which was a big surprise to everybody. And then in 2024, we beat Melbourne. I think Melbourne rested everyone like second last round, and we ended up beating them. And then obviously last year we played you in Townsville during Origin, when both teams had Origin players out. You guys got over us there in a tight one, but like you said, we have won three of our last four against the Storm in Townsville. So I don't think the Cowboys are going to fear Melbourne. I think confidence levels are going to be pretty high after us getting our first win of the season last week against the Gold Coast. I know it was the Gold Coast, but it was a win that we needed to get, and we seem to go pretty well like against Melbourne. Even if we don't beat Melbourne, it's usually a fairly close game. So I think it's going to be a great game on Saturday night.
yeah. Obviously, as we know, Melbourne are favourites to win this, but
No,
I'm not taking the Cowboys too lightly here. I think with the Cowboys having their first win last week, might just give them a bit of confidence to this
yeah,
game. But
yeah,
I think the Cowboys fans should be happy with that victory. But I think they have to be careful with Melbourne a little bit because Melbourne are coming off a loss as well,
yeah.
and Melbourne they don't really normally lose two in a row, and I have no doubt that Melbourne will be angry after that result last week, and they want to bounce back very quickly. So,
I do
um,
agree. I do agree. Melbourne don't lose two in a row all that often, but
no, they don't.
it does happen.
It does
It has
happen.
it has happened. I think it happened last year a couple times. It
Yeah,
does happen. But
Yeah, but
versing
not
Melbourne off,
often.
versing Melbourne off a loss is not easy.
No,
But
it's not.
I think we're more worried about our own game. I don't think we're concerned about what the opposition's doing. We're more worried about ourselves.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure that is what Melbourne will be doing the same thing as well. Just worry about ourselves.
Yeah,
But
probably.
obviously, yeah, it's going to be a very very close game.
Absolutely.
It won't shock me if we went to maybe extra time or something.
Oh, well, it could happen.
Which I'll probably will shit myself if that happened. But yeah,
Get the
hopefully,
money, get the defibrillators out. Seriously, that happens.
yeah. All right. Um, who is the one player that makes you nervous for the Storm?
Oh, Luke, I got to be honest with you. There are multiple players on the Melbourne Storm team that make me nervous, but I'll be honest with you, mate. I woke up last night at about 3:33 a.m. and I was having cold sweats about what Jerome Hughes can do. Jerome Hughes scares the shit out of me. He makes me nervous. He's a
Hmm?
very good player. I know Tom Dearden is just as good as Jerome Hughes, if not better. But Jerome Hughes on his day, man, he is something special. So
He is.
I'll probably say Jerome Hughes. And if I were to give you a honourable mention, I would probably go with the fullback Falongo. He also makes me a bit nervous.
Yeah, I mean, so far this year he's been scoring a few tries every week, so he's been
He's
on
been,
fire.
dude, he's been
And
outstanding.
to be fair, ever since Pappenhausen has retired from Melbourne Storm, I think for him he's doing a good job for us. So
Mate,
uh,
I have to agree. Falongo is one player that gets me nervous, along with Jerome Hughes. But I'll also ask you the same question: is there anyone on the Cowboys that makes you a little bit nervous going into Saturday?
yeah, obviously I probably think it's Scott Drinkwater.
Yeah,
I think when he's on, he is on. Um, and obviously I think when Tom Deaton, every time when he runs the ball,
yeah,
he can be hard a man to stop. So I think if we keep him, I think if Melbourne shut him down for a long time, I think it would take us a long way to win the game. So yeah,
yeah, 100%.
yeah,
No, well said, mate. I mean, obviously, Drinkwater and Dearden against Falongo and Hughes, like it's gonna be great. I can't wait for the game.
that should be good. Really, really good. All right,
Yeah.
the final topic: the Cowboys Storm official predictions. So obviously you can go first, and I'll go last.
All right. Well, obviously, I'm going to back the Cowboys to win. We're both flying up to the game. You're flying from Sydney.
Yeah.
I'm flying from Brisbane. So we're both heading up there. My prediction, official prediction, Cowboys to win by 6. I'll go with a score line of I'll go 30 points to 24.
Hmm?
First try scorer, I'll go with Zach Labour.
Hmm?
And anytime try scorer, Heelan Lukey.
Oh, very, very good. Yeah, that is a good prediction. Obviously, for me, I'll back the Storm. I'm going to go the Storm to win by 8.
Yeah,
Um, I just have this feeling it's going to be a bit of a high-scoring game.
yeah.
I think it's going to be 28 to 20. I think it will be 20. I think it's going to be 26 to 20. And with about 5 minutes to go, Melbourne will kick a late penalty goal to win the game.
Right.
So I'm going to go Melbourne by 8. First try scorer, I think Jack Howard will actually get a try,
Okay.
and I think you know what, I'm going to go with Josh King as well to actually get one as well.
Wow. Josh King.
Yeah, I think he's due for one. I think.
Okay. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Very
But
interesting.
yeah. But anyway, Nick, I just want to say thank you for taking your time as always for joining on my live stream. I do appreciate your time as always to jump on my streams, and you're more than welcome to join again wherever you want.
Mate, no worries. Thanks for the invite. I'll see you in Townsville on Saturday, and
Yeah,
may the best team win, mate. May the best team win.
you too, man. Hopefully the weather's good as well. So,
Well, if you want me to have a look before we go, I
mm,
can check what the weather's doing. Last,
yeah,
last, I, last time I checked, it was looking good. So, um, okay, it's going to be 30 degrees in Townsville, which is pretty
okay,
hot. Pretty hot.
pretty
There's
hot.
about there's about 3 millimeters of rain expected, which is not much. Not much.
Okay, well,
Just basically, you know what a sun shower is when it just rains a little bit.
yeah, I know that sun shower.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
All
Well,
right.
yeah. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this live stream. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as always. Make sure to go follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Go follow Nick as well and subscribe to his channel. And I will see you guys. I will see you guys in the next video. To now on,
Thanks,
it's
guys.
goodbye for now. Up the
Subscribe.
storm as well. Subscribe.
Cowboys.
Up the
Cowboys.
storm. Up the storm.
Cowboys.
Storm.